Thank you, Helmet. So don't worry, I'm the last act before Roland comes on. Not long to go now, team. So as Joe said earlier, the current Focus brought a range of sophisticated driver assistance technologies to millions of customers. It also maintained the car's long-held reputation for class-leading driving dynamics. Now, the new Focus takes us even further than that. So let's start with how we've enhanced our already extensive array of driver assistance technologies. At Ford, we don't believe in adding technology for technology's sake, or in fact trickling it down from the larger cars to smaller ones. Instead, our consistent approach is to technology is all about understanding what our customers value, how we can really enhance their driving experience and complement the way they live their daily lives. As we bring each new model to market, we make strategic and technical decisions on which technologies to prioritise and how to make them more affordable as well as more intuitive for the customers. All new Focus is our most advanced car in Europe. Its driver assistance technologies are now more powerful than ever before. We use the same proven and affordable combination of front radar, 2 side radars, a front view camera and 12 ultrasonic sensors. Our objective was to extend the interaction between all of these and to integrate elements which were not linked previously in order to give drivers additional functionality as well as many innovative new features. You'll be familiar with many of the items on the list. What it clearly shows is that all new Focus offers more driver assistance technologies than its closest competitors, and as you can see here, we've showed the Astra, Golf and the new Seed currently. Since you know already what most of them do, I just want to highlight the new news on Focus. New Focus introduces our recently announced global Ford Co-Pilot 360 umbrella for all the driver assistance technologies, and as you can see, it's packed with them. So let's start with the new features we're combining with adaptive cruise control to make the car even smarter and give it level 2 assisted driver capability. ACC undoubtedly eases the stress of highway and autobahn driving, but as we all know, multi-lane highways get so congested that you find yourself stopping and starting all the time. So, all new Focus introduces ACC, incorporating stop and go, plus speed sign recognition and lane centering assist. Stop and go uses the front radar and the front view camera to bring your automatic transmission-equipped Focus to a complete halt in a stop-start traffic situation. It then pulls away automatically if the vehicle in front moves off in less than 3 seconds. If you're stationary for longer than that, you will need to hit the resume or tap the accelerator pedal to drive on. As you know, speed sign recognition takes speed limit information from the front camera and the navigation system and enables the ACC to keep you within the limit, even on so-called smart motorways. You can also choose to override this function, and you can also set an offset. In stop-start traffic, the lanes around you, as you know, tend to move at different speeds, so it's often safer to stay in the same lane. That's where the lane centering assist can help. Using the forward camera, once again, it monitors the road ahead, evaluating where the car is in relation to lane markings, while the front radar sensor monitors the vehicle in front. The system determines a path to steer and applies gentle steering torque to keep you in the centre of the lane when ACC is activated. Lane centering works across the entire speed range from 0 to 200 kph. Importantly, although the system assists the driver, you will still need to keep your hands on the wheel. If you do take your hands off the wheel for more than 15 seconds, you will start to get some audible and visual warnings. And if you still don't put your hands back on the wheel, the system will automatically slow the car down. We've also enhanced the lane keeping alert and aid system with road edge detection, which is very useful when there are no markings on the road at all. For example, a typical UK country road here. This video shows you how it works. The green lines are detecting the edges of the road, and the orange line is the central white line. Another new feature is our wrong way alert system. This uses a windscreen camera, once again, and information from the navigation system to warn you when you're driving through 2 no entry signs in countries where these are used on a motorway ramp. The addition of these powerful technologies will give drivers greater confidence and greater control in potentially stressful traffic situations. Parking can also be stressful, so we're taking our active park assist system to the next level. On automatic transmission cars, our Active Park Assist 2 gives you fingertip control of gear selection, throttle, brake and steering. It even auto shifts into park when it's done. The system operates at a maximum speed of 4 kph and will get you into spaces that are just 110 centimetres longer than the car. It will even lift you onto curbs with a gradient of up to 12%. Next technology, our cross-traffic alert. It's also been enhanced with active braking to stop you if you don't respond to warnings when reversing out of a perpendicular parking space. And to make reversing even easier, the new Focus is the first Ford in Europe to offer a wide rear view camera. We're also replacing the LiDAR-based active stop system with an enhanced version of pre-collision assist, which you're familiar with already from larger cars and the new Fiesta. This can intervene at any speed to prevent or mitigate collisions with vehicles, pedestrians, or for the very first time, cyclists. The system works across the entire speed range. It even works in the dark when objects are within the headlamp beams. You may know we have announced two important new technologies. Firstly, evasive steering assist, and secondly, post-collision braking for the new Edge coming later this year. In fact, all new Focus will actually be the first Ford on European roads to offer this technology. So let's start with evasive steering assist. This helps you steer around stopped or slower vehicles to avoid collisions. It runs at city and motorway speeds and provides steering support when you take evasive action if a collision is imminent. Essentially, if you're steering too slow, it makes the steering lighter. And if you steer too aggressively, it makes the steering heavier. In as many as a quarter of all accidents, your car continues moving after an initial impact and has a secondary impact. Post-collision braking helps to reduce the severity of this secondary impact by automatically applying moderate brake pressure when an initial collision is detected. This reduces the risk of injury or damage. Even though the driver may not be in control of the vehicle, the system can be overridden at any time simply by applying the brake or the accelerator. So, let's talk about lights. You'll already be familiar with the adaptive front lighting system on our larger cars. We're now bringing this to Focus, along with automatic glare-free high beam, which gives you better visibility but doesn't dazzle other drivers coming towards you. AFL is also a good example of how standalone technologies are being merged to deliver new functionality. The current system uses speed and steering sensors to adapt the distribution of light from the headlamps. It also includes dynamic bending, which provides better visibility as you steer through curves. Now we have AFL with predictive curve light and sign-based light. Once again, using our very busy front view camera, the system pre-adjusts headlamp patterns for maximum visibility before you reach a corner, junction or roundabout. It monitors lane markings up to 65 metres in front of the car to angle the headlamp beams into the corner. This improves visibility on approach rather than relying solely on steering wheel inputs. The Ford patented integration of road sign reading capability optimises the beam patterns and means the beam can be widened at junctions and roundabouts, illuminating hazards that aren't within the direction of travel. This isn't just the first Ford to use this technology, it's the first car in this segment with this level of control. The system puts much more light on the road than today's xenon lights, yet it consumes less power than our core system, and LEDs usually last the lifetime of a vehicle. It's the highest of 3 levels of advanced lighting for new Focus to help you see and be seen. Okay, so now let's look at some of the great new comfort, convenience and connectivity features.